That's right. On the one.
Yeah, Baba.
Bootsy's in the house.
Oh, yeah, but never Dizzle, Baba.
Bootzilla.
Yes. Hey, Tom, you told me it was Christmas every morning around here.
Oh, you saw the Christmas tree?
And I see what you mean, Baba.
Yeah.
This is some other
something.
kind of this is some other kind of
Velvet Cake.
Welcome to the Red Velvet Cake Studio.
Oh man, I'm so glad to be here. I've been telling you I wanted to come, and we finally made it, man. This is a beautiful thing.
So it's reminiscent of Bootsy's studio in Cincinnati at his house.
Yeah, you came out.
It's not as funky. Bootsy's studio, you have to go down some steps, around a corner, and then you come into this cave. It's like a cave.
And
It's the boot cave, man. It's the boot cave.
That's what y'all call it?
The boot cave.
The boot cave. It is funky up in there. Deodorizers are everywhere.
Well, plus we knew you was coming, Tom, so we had to extra funkify that mother, you know?
Bootsy!
Yes, Baba. I'm so glad to be in the house, man.
You know how glad I am.
Oh, yeah, and you know we got to do that thing, too, we've been talking about. Finally, we getting ready to do it, that cruise thing.
And we're going to do a party before the cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Hey, Dallas audience, on Juneteenth, we've got a 70s party for Juneteenth weekend. I'm hosting and Bootsy's performing.
We got to do it, baby.
You know anything about Juneteenth, Bootsy?
Yeah.
That's going to be incredible.
That's what we're talking
Juneteenth,
about.
that's how we're going to celebrate. Yeah. And we're talking about getting Bootsy on the cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got to do that one. You know, we got. Well, Patty been wearing me out about, she wants to go on a playcation. I'm like, well, this is what we're going to play at, baby.
Like we did at the wedding, huh?
That's what I'm talking about. Man, I never will forget that. I never will forget that.
So when Donna and I were married, we were married in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And instead of having someone sing "Ribbon in the Sky," our wedding songs were done by Bootsy. He did "I'd Rather Be With You"
Right.
and "Munchies for Your Love."
Yes, that did it.
That's the way to start a marriage.
That did it.
And everybody was dressed in white, including Bootsy.
Yeah.
Who had on his white what
Bootzilla gear.
Yeah, Bootsy gear.
Yeah, and that big feathered hat, I never will forget that.
And it was 137
yes,
degrees.
it was. And you talking about getting funky, we got funky. I mean, it was like walking on water, baby, and we knew where the rocks was
Before
at.
it started, yes, you was, man.
And we had a good time.
Oh. Hit me, Bobble.
And we're funkin' on.
Yeah. This is the world's
Funkiest sing-along.
Sing! F-A-N-S. Rubber fan.
One heck of a doll, baby mama. Bootzilla here. Made by the makers of funky things to play with. Trademark Funkatech Incorporated, mama.
Work it, Tom. Work it.
And where? It's my leading lady.
Where is she at? Free bees and free okay bye.
All right, let's do some Bootsy history here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Bootsy started out when he was what, 16?
16
With
Oh,
James?
well, actually over in King Records. That's where I met James at. King Records in Cincinnati. And that's where we hooked up at.
James had a thing about firing his band members.
Right.
Yes, he did. I never will forget it.
Thing.
Yeah, that was his thing.
Yeah.
He had a thing, you know?
We wasn't acting correctly.
He would fire his band.
Right.
He would fire his band all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And the band was led by Bobby Bird.
That's right.
And the weird thing about it was, had not it been for Bobby Bird, there would be no James Brown.
You're
Mr.
right.
Boyd.
You're right. Exactly right.
But he would fire Bobby Bird in the band all the time.
All the time, yeah.
This one time he fired him. He sent the plane to Cincinnati to pick up some young guys, Bootsy Collins his brother Catfish, and what was the name of the band?
Frankie, pacemakers at the time.
The Pacemakers, and they were all around, Cincinnati and that area doing all of the cover songs, and they did all the James Brown songs.
Oh yeah.
And so he sent the plane to Cincinnati to pick up Bootsy in the band because he had fired Bobby Bird in the band
That day.
That day.
Right.
You're right.
and they were scheduled to perform in Columbus, Georgia.
Columbus, Georgia. That's it.
Wow.
It was Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah.
Wow.
And everybody was in place, ready for the concert. It was late.
Yep.
They never rehearsed. And James Brown told what did James Brown tell you before you went on?
He said, look here. Bootsy, look here. He said, this is what I want you to do. I know we ain't rise, but when I drop my hand like this here, I want y'all to hit me on the one. Like, one.
We said, what is the one?
Well, son, when I drop my hand, don't worry about what the one. And when I drop my hand like this here,
That's the one.
that is the one. I want you to hit me with the one. You don't hit me with the one, I'm going to send you right back there with that plane back on home.
So that was the first introduction to the one that we had, and all he did was call the songs out and dropped his hand on the one, and
y'all
we
just
hit
played.
it. Yeah,
You just hit it on the
And
one.
turned the mother out.
Oh, we turned that mother out. I mean, it was amazing to see how he worked on the stage. I mean, this cat was a serious master. I hope we all understand what we had and what we, that greatness. I mean, and we knew it as young people.
Right.
But as we grew on, it was like time for us to kind of step up, and and we did.
In the new CD called "The Funk Capital of the World," he does a
Which is
dedication to
Cincinnati.
Huh?
Cincinnati being the funk capital of the world.
Actually,
that whole area.
Dayton.
yeah,
Cincinnati, Dayton.
yeah.
Or is it just the state of
Cleveland.
Ohio?
Well, it was pretty much that whole area, because you had all kind of bands coming, Ohio Players, Zap, I mean Slave, Sun, I mean, you name it, Isley Brothers,
They were all
them-
right there.
yeah, right there
there.
in Cincinnati,
That is amazing.
recording at King Records,
And King Records,
you know.
yeah.
On the new CD, he has Reverend Al Sharpton doing a dedication to James Brown. You want to hear?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we gotta hear that.
This is Reverend Al Sharpton.
Yeah.
James Brown, the godfather of soul. He was not just a hot entertainer. He was not just a prolific performer. He was a historic figure. He changed music as we know it. I remember when I used to speak sometime at his show.
See what?
He would always smile.
What's the
But I
one?
would say there were four
One is
pieces
wherever
of
you-
music.
One.
Box, Beethoven,
If I drop my hand, I want you
drums,
to hit me.
Brown. But the truth is that James
And you got to get it like this.
impacted music just like
There you go.
because he literally changed the beat. To a 1-3 from a 2-4.
You got it down, Joe.
He taught the world to be on the one.
Come on, Jack, come on.
That's why he's still the man. Because every time I hear a hip hop record on the one, that's James Brown. He's still the man. Every time I see an artist,
This
Reverend
CD
Al,
is
Reverend-
so funky.
Wow.
Man, I mean, it was such a blast. We actually did this for the first time about 3 or 4 days ago with Reverend Al Sharpton.
Oh, did?
And he pulled it off. I mean, we ain't
Where
rehearsed.
were you?
We was in Atlanta. Yeah, in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And he came up there and pulled it off.
Wow.
The band, we had never rehearsed. And we got up there and it sounded like the record. I was like, man, yeah. So everybody was inspired. We're gonna get Reverend Sharpton to come out and do some of the shows. So we're gonna be on the one.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Bootsy, I'm going to take a break.
All right.
It's Bootsy Day, baby. On the one.
On the one.
On the one for fun. Hit me.
Go ahead.